All right, everybody. So you've been asking for it. You've been asking to come up in the steeple. So here we are. I'm going to show you some images while I talk, so you'll kind of see everything. But you see behind me those louver spaces. Those are the louvers actually on the steeple. So when you're looking at it next time, you'll see the copper steeple, and it comes down, and at the base of it you'll see kind of, I guess it's maybe octagonal here, that and you'll see the louvers. That's where we are now. That's as high up as we can go. The steeple goes up to actually 144 feet at the top there of the steeple, and so we're probably I don't know, we're probably 110 feet up. But you see right there behind me, you'll see the bell there. We're kind of looking down on the bell right now. But anyway, I want to share some things with you. Our church redid the steeple in 2002. Some of you may remember that. We put out a little book here. That's a picture of 2002 when we redid the steeple there, and you can see all the scaffolding up there. That's how they redid it, and they redid it in a copper shingle. You'll see on the images that the copper has a nice copper patina on it, but when they first installed it, these are the shingles. I snagged one of them, but these are the shingles that they put up. Solid copper, and they were bright, and it took them a while to weather and get that beautiful patina that's on there now. So interesting thing there. But that cost the church about $190,000 to do that job. A company called the O'Neill Steeplejack family did that, and I don't know that they are still around. They were a family who traveled all over the country redoing steeples. But before that, when I was a kid, it was a silver color. It was like a tin metal, and that was problematic for years and years. And originally in 1885, when this building was completed, it was cedar shake. So a lot of interesting history here. Just a couple of things I want to incidentally, one of my favorite church stories in 2002, when they were redoing that steeple, they had a picture similar to this on the front page of the Thomasville Times-Enterprise, and it's on the very front page, huge picture, and it labeled us as Thomasville First Untied Methodist Church. So I was embarrassed for him, but I thought it was pretty funny. But anyway, Untied Methodist Church. This is, you'll see some pictures I'll show you of the carillons over there. Those are like the bell system. And I think maybe some people don't realize that the bell system, the carillon system, is electronic, right? So these are speakers that project out of the louvers here in the steeple, and they are controlled by a little computer downstairs, and Stephen Turner sets those and makes sure they play the right tunes in season, that kind of thing. Let's see, what else can I tell you? Maybe in some of the shots I'm showing you, you'll see there is some graffiti up here where people have felt the need to kind of mark that they were here, and I don't know why they do that, but I won't focus on it, because no sense in setting a trend. The bell, I have no idea how heavy this bell is, but it's huge, and I don't know how they got it up here. I would be fascinated to know how they did, but it's big. 1885. I'll show you the inscription there on the screen, but it was made by a company. Let me make sure I get this right. It was made by a company called McShane Bell Foundry, a division of Henry McShane Company in Baltimore, Maryland. It was cast in 1885, and that suggests that it was cast specifically for this church. Anyway, you know, it still rings. It still has the rope tied to it. It is tied off right now so that people aren't tempted to ring it. And I bet it would ring. I know it would ring. I remember it being rung as a young person, but it makes me really nervous. The rope comes up out of the floor and wraps around that wheel, and when you pull that rope, the wheel pulls and rotates and hits the bell. But it makes me nervous, the thought of it striking right now. But you know, there's some lights on the steeple. Those are very difficult to change. We did have them changed out when we had scaffolding up in 2002. We had them changed out a few years ago when we had a big lift in here to paint the outside of the white portion of the steeple. But apparently, according to Dennis Bannister from Bannister Electric, when they installed these, they made it so that you could actually, from the outside, you could pull the bars that hold the lights. You could pull them in, rotate them down, and kind of go out of these louvered spaces and change them, or remove the louvers, pull the louvers out, and reach out there and get the bulb. I don't know. Makes me nervous. Anything else to tell you? I don't know. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I think we'll be getting together soon again in in-person worship. Maybe that'll be the case. I don't know. And then you won't need to have adventures with Floyd. But I hope you've enjoyed this time together. If you got any questions, let me know. I'll do my best to answer them. All right, y'all. I told you that the bell is tied off, but I think that maybe you should see or hear this bell. Let's hear if it'll ring. It has been a long time since this thing has been rung. You ready? Here we go. I am nervous. Ready? Here we go. Goodness, that was loud, and it still rings. It still sounds good, and I probably won't ever be able to hear again.